something in a graph.
Okay, that's a part of the statistics. Okay, so first question, what do you mean by statistics? So mainly it is derived from the Latin word. It is derived from a Latin word that is called as status. So what is the status? What is the state like? What is the political state of a country or political state of particular region? So similarly, what statistics concern with the status. Okay, and this status now with time it expanded. Like before it was concerned with just collection of data. Collection of data. So mainly earlier, mainly the government used to collect the data, various data, that how many are the poor people, how many are the rich people, and how many people are there who are using more resources as compared to other people. Okay, and what is the number of young people like below 18 years? How many are the children? How many are the girls? How many are the women? Like this collection of data was there. Okay, this was called statistics, but with time its scope broadened. Okay, the scope broadened, and now it involves many things. Like now the data, like every data is collected from you, like what you like, what you purchase, how you browse on the internet. That is part of statistics. So now first it involves, it is now itself, it's a science in itself now. Okay, and there are various subjects as well. Like I have studied data mining in engineering. Okay, that is how to mine the data. A lot of data is there around us. So how to get the particular selected data from that, and then how to analyze that. So before analyzing, between collection of data and analyzing the data, there are many steps we have to go through. Okay, so in statistics, first we need the data. So there is collection of data. First, data is collected. Now, this data, it can be in any form. We have to arrange the data because at last we have to analyze the data. So we arrange that data. Next step is arrangement. That is, arrange the data. We arrange the data in particular order. Like for example, you have in class, you are students are there. You make them to stand in height wise. So that is arranging the data. We are arranging the data. That is called as arrangement. Either we arrange our ascending data in ascending order or descending order. That is part of the arrangement of data. Or we can arrange them in groups, like 4 feet to 5 feet, these students, 5 feet to 6 feet, these students. Like this, we arrange the data. In groups also we can arrange, ungroup data also we can arrange. So second part is the arrange or organization. Now we present that data. Okay. Next is the presentation. So there are different ways to present the data. Either in the arranged order we are arranged. Now we are presenting the data. Either we can group them or like in different forms, like histogram, frequency distribution, tabular form, frequency distribution form, or ogivs. Many forms are there. Bar graphs. Okay, one we have done last year, I think. What was this one? Different, we have arranged in a circle. Which chart it is called? Pie chart.
Pie chart.
It is called presentation of the data. We present the data in different forms so that it becomes easy to analyze it. Okay, we present the data and we summarize as well. We can write summary or we can present it very summarized form, and then we analyze the data. Then we try to interpret from the data. That is, how many are the women? What is the ratio of the man and woman ratio? What is the male to female ratio? Whether it's very low, we analyze that data. Okay, so these all steps we are taking in presentation. Next is summarization. And after that, we have analysis. We analyze the data. We interpret the data. These are all part of statistics. Mainly, you can say collection, arrangement, and analyze. These are the main steps. We collect the data, we organize the data, and we analyze the data. That is, this is in organization, all these steps. These all steps are part of the organization of the data. Understood now? What do you mean by statistics? Okay, for example, you are collecting height of the children. Okay, you are collecting height of the children. So height will be what? It's a variable because it is going to vary from one student to the another, or from one child to the other. It is going to vary. So this height is nothing but a variable. Its value is going to vary. Like in algebra, we are taking x, y, a, b, c, these value, and they are taking the values of numbers. They can take any value depending on the conditions. So they are variables. Their values variable, like height or weight or wages. These are nothing but these are variables because their value vary from person to person. They vary. So these are variables. So, example, we are collecting height of the students. So from one student to the other, it will vary. It will vary. It may vary, and it mostly varies. Okay. So these are called as variables. Now there are two kinds of variables. One is the continuous variable. And other is discrete variable. One is the continuous and other is discrete. So what do you mean by continuous variable? The variable, for example, a limit we have from this to this, all the values it can take. This variable can take any value within this range. For example, you are collecting height of the students of 8th class. So mainly from 3 feet or 4 feet they start, 4 feet or 5 feet, 4.5 something. So from that to, for example, 6 feet. So they can take any value, height of children are any value they can take within the particular range, any value they can take. So it's continuous. That is, there is no breakage. It can take any value. So height is a nothing but continuous variable. Similarly, weight, it's a continuous variable. This is clear? Okay. For example, if I ask you number of children, it's a continuous or discrete. Like whether family have 0 children, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we have the family which have 0.1 children, 0.7 or 2/3 children? Do we have families with these values? No. They can take value only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. They can't take the values between 0 and 1. They can't take the values between 1 and 2. They can't take the values between 2 and 3. 3 and 4, they can't take those values. So it is discrete variable. Understood? Continuous. Height can be 5.1, 5.2, or height can be 5.1, 1. Height can be 5.1001. So all the values between two values, any two value, height can be. So it's a continuous variable because it can take any value. But whereas number of children, number of people in the city, can it take 1.2? No. It can take only discrete values, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. It can't take values between them. Between 1 and 2, number of children can't be. Have you seen any family having 0.7 children? No, that is not possible. So it cannot take the values between any two values. Therefore, it is called discrete variable. It is called as discrete variable. So all the possible values, discrete variable, the variables can't take, and those variables are called as discrete variables. This is clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next is about data. Okay, when you collect the data, what kind of data it will be? Yes.
So can we say that discrete variables cannot be in point and continuous variables are in decimals only?
Okay. We can't say that because there may be possible some values. It may be decimals as well. You can, but between two variables it cannot be. Like between two values, it cannot be between them. Okay. Between those two values, it cannot be. So, like, it's not always continuous. Like, this is the height we start. So, on the real number line, height can take any value between them. But discrete values, there will be breakage. That these values which I'm not, they may not be taken. Okay, so these values it will not take always. So these are called as discrete variables. Okay, so mainly you will see decimal, those won't be taken, but there may be cases that 0.5, 1, 1.5, these may be taken, not between them. So this can just remember that it cannot take all the possible values. Okay, like within the range, it cannot take all the possible values. Height can take any value. Okay, next is kind of data. Data can be raw. For example, usually when we collect the data, it is not arranged. It is called as raw data. As it came, we have the data. That is called as raw data. Raw, we haven't done anything with that. It's raw data. That, like the raw materials are there. We haven't changed their form, or we haven't worked upon them, or we haven't operated on them. So that is called as raw data. Now, when we operate them or make them in particular form, like we have arranged the data. For example, we have the numbers. So we have arranged the data. So this is called as arrayed data. When we have arranged it in some form, arrayed data, from arrangement only, arrayed data, we have make them in some order. So for example, so we can, for example, if we have the numbers 2, 3, 5, 4, 7, 9, 10. Now this is called as raw data. As it came, we had. So it is called as raw form or raw data. Now if you are arranging it 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. So in which order we have arranged? Ascending or descending? It is ascending order. It is increasing, ascending order. So ascending order we have arranged, it's called arrayed data, or in descending order we have arranged. Or descending order we have arranged, it is called as arrayed data. So arrangement, we can arrange it in ascending or descending order. Okay. So first we have collected, that is called as raw data. Then we have arranged in some order, that is called arrayed data. Now, if you put this data in the form of a table, in form of a table, you know, making tables. If we form that in the form of table, then it is called tabular form. For example, a family is there. It is having total 5 children. Okay, among that 2 boys are there and 3 girls are there. Okay, B family, it is having 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. C family, it is having 10 children. Okay, 3 boys, okay, 8 boys, or 5 or 6, 5 boys you take, and 5 girls. Okay, now if we have to arrange it in the form of table, if we make it, so table, how we are going to make? Columns will be there, rows will be there. Okay, so here we'll put family, which family we have. Here, number of girls, number of boys, and here total we can put. So we can put total here, girls, boys. You can put family, boys, girls, total. So in this way, in the form of table we have arranged. So which family is here, number of girls here, number of boys here, total. So it is number of boys, number of girls. So how many families we have? A, B, C. Okay, if we do the total here as well, we write total. So number of girls 3, 2, 5. Here number of boys 2, 1, 5. How many are there? Total 5. Total number of boys and girls. Total 3. Total 10. How many are there? Total number of girls? 3, 5, 10, 8. How many are there total? 18. So this is form of a table. Okay, in tabular form we have represented. It is called as table. This is clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is frequency. Okay. What do you mean by frequency? Frequency means number of times a particular thing or particular data appears. Number of times a particular thing or data appears. For example, if I ask you, you have came to school twice in a day. You came to school, you forgot something, went to go back home and came back. So I'll ask you what is your frequency. You will say 2 times. You 2 times you have done the same thing. Okay, that is the frequency. So here in statistics, a particular data will have how many times it is appearing. That is the frequency of that data. How many times that particular data is occurring. Frequency. So for example, we write 2, 3, 0, 1, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Now if I ask you, what is the frequency of 2? What is the frequency of 2? Okay, more we write 2. Okay, what is the frequency of 4? 4 is not there.
Zero.
Zero.
Mainly it won't be asked. Okay. So what is the frequency of 0? Appearing 0?
Two.
2.
What is the frequency of 3?
3.
Three.
Okay. This is called frequency. That is how many times the particular data is appearing. How many times the particular data is appearing. Now, if we write in the form of a table, this is called frequency. If we write in the form of a table, that is particular data is how many times it is appearing. Here I'm writing data. Here I'm writing frequency. Okay. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. How many times 0 is appearing? 2 times. How many times 1 is appearing? 2 times, 2 times, and 3 times. This is called as frequency distribution. When we show the data and the frequency in the form of a table. Okay. So we are showing data with their corresponding frequencies in the form of a table, in the form of a tabular arrangement. This is called as frequency distribution. This is called as frequency distribution. And frequency, this is frequency distribution table. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We require this much. Okay. Intervals as well I have to discuss. So till now, what we have discussed? We have discussed statistics. What do you mean by statistics? Then we have discussed variables. In that variables, it can take any value. For example, height or the weight, wages, etc. They are nothing but variables. And then we have discussed 2 kinds of variables, whether it's continuous variable or the discrete variable. Continuous, it can take any value within that range. Within that certain range, it can take any value, whereas discrete values can take only the particular values, not the values between that. It cannot take all the possible values within that range. Okay. Then we discuss data, that is whether it's arranged or the raw data or the arranged data we have discussed. Then if the data is represented in the form of a table, we call it as tabular arrangement or tabulation of the data, or called as simple tabulation. Okay, then we have discussed frequency, that is how many times a particular data is appearing. The number of times a particular data appears, that is called as frequency. Then we have arranged it in the form of table, data along with their corresponding frequencies. How many times they are appearing. Okay. Now we discuss. Okay, one more thing. Okay, telemarks as well we discuss first. Okay, this is mainly called as ungrouped data because we are not forming the groups of the data. Okay, like in school, you are in the kind of groups: class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5. They are nothing but groups only. That is grouped data. They are called as group data. Then again in class, you have been divided in 5 sections: section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5. So these are called as grouped data. You are kind of a grouped data. Yes or no? Your names within a particular section. So it's a group data. Your name is a grouped data. And in statistics, we all are nothing but data. Okay, that is called as group data. Okay, so for example, we are given in numbers like this: 4, 5, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 0, 1, 4, 7, 3, 0, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. Okay. Now, if data increases, it's a huge data. It becomes difficult. For example, you have to make the frequency distribution table. Okay, you have to make the frequency distribution table. How many times? Okay, let me decrease the data so that it becomes easy. 2, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so we have 0 to 4. Okay, data we have 0 to 4. So here, for example, these are the number of children in families. Okay, these are the number of children. So families having number of children in the families, right? These are the number of children in families. Okay, that is 0 children, 1 children, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these are the number of children or number of children. Okay, child or children. 0 is there, 1, it will be child or children. Okay, so now we have to tell how many families are having 0 child, how many families are having 1 child, how many families are having 2 children, 3 children, or 4 children. Frequency will represent that only, that in how many families these number of children are there. That will be the frequency. Okay, so here we write telemarks because it becomes quite difficult sometimes since huge data is there to go through. 0 is here, 1, 2, 3, like this. We may skip some data. So how you follow? Through telemark, see how you draw. 4 appears once, 2 appears once. So these dashes, it shows 1 time, 1, 1, 0, 1 time, 2, again 1 time, 3, 1 time, 4, 1 time, 2, 1 time, 1, 1 time, 3, 1 time, 0 again, 1 time, 1, 1 time, 4, 1 time, 2, 1 time, 3, again 1 time, 0, 1 time, 4, 1 time, 4 again. Now see here, to differentiate easily, we draw it like this. Now it will denote 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is clear? It will denote 5. 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. Okay, understood now? So how many are there? Frequency is how much? 3. 1 is appearing how many times? See, it is 5. 5, 4, 5 and 1, 6. This is clear? Add them. 6, 10, 15, 15 and 6, 21. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 21 are there. So we haven't skipped any data. Okay. But if you start counting like this, 0, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, if it's a huge data, it becomes difficult to manage. Okay. This is clear. So either you have to follow this way or there's one more way. Arrange the data first. If it's huge data, arrangement will take a lot of time. Arrangement will take a lot of time. So it's better ungroup data. Okay, we have the data and we have put in this form. This is called as, this is ungrouped data. It is ungrouped data because each data is a separate entity here. We haven't grouped it. Okay, you can see on page number 224, ungrouped frequency distribution. 3, 4, 5, 6, it's called ungrouped distribution. So For each data, we have strokes, vertical strokes, and this is slanting stroke report. This represents 5, 6. This thing is clear?
Yes,
Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is grouped data. That is, we are grouping them. Okay. We are grouping them. Okay. For that, in this only way, let me group it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's do it different one. Let's go with the book example. Okay. We can group it like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entry as well we can take. Okay. One more example we take. Okay. For this, page number 224, open page number 224. And second, in example 1 is given, 224. Given below are the marks obtained by 32 students in examination. Okay, we are going to form the grouped data using that. Okay, so first, marks. First, we'll be writing the marks. Okay. Second column, it will be the tally marks. And the third column, frequency. Okay. So from that we are going to mark. Okay. So these are the marks obtained by 32 student examination. And we have to take class intervals 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 31 to, so 1 to 10. That is, this frequency means how many students have attained marks within this range. That is 1 to 10. How many students have got those marks? That will be the number of students. Frequency will denote the number of students getting marks within this range. Okay. Next is 1 to 10 marks here, 11 to 20. 21 to 30. Now next is 31 to 40. So exam have been out of 40. Okay. Now let's start. First data is 29. 29, where it will, we have to make the stocks. Here, it will lie between 21 to 30. Okay. We have to make stock here. So see here, if data is X. Okay. Now, if I'm taking these class intervals, for example, it is X. For this limit, we have to compare the data. Like this, it will be. That is, it will lie between 1 and 10. It can be 1, it can be 10. So this is called as lower limit of the class, lower limit, and this is called as upper limit. So it's a class kind of. It's a class that is from 1 to 10. It's a class having lower limit is what? 1. Lower limit is 1. Upper limit is what? 10. That is, marks between 1 and 10 will be included here. As you see, the lower limit is included. Upper limit is also included. If someone is getting 10 marks, he will come in this class. He will come in this class. Okay. If the student is getting 1 mark, she will be admitted in this class. Okay? If she is getting 10 marks, she will be admitted in this class. If she is getting 12 marks, where she will go? In second class. In second class, she will go. If she is getting 11 marks, she will go in second class because lower limit is included here. 20 she got, she will be included here. Understood? So here the lower limits are included, upper limits are included. Okay. Lower limits are included, upper limits are included. This is mainly called as inclusive class intervals. Inclusive class intervals means in which lower limits are also included, upper limits are also included. These are called as inclusive class intervals. Okay, let's complete this first. Okay, 29, next is what? 23, here it will come. 30 will be included here. 40 will be here. 11 here. Okay. Keep an eye. I may make a mistake. So do let me know if I make any mistake. 1, where will go? Here. 15, here. 35, here. Next is 40, 3, 12, in this limit. 18, 30, 24, 5th. 24 we are done. 25, 29, 31, 31, 32, 25, 22, 27, 27, 12, 13, 2, 7, 9, 19, 13, 32, 39, 25, 03. Is this correct?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, you put it 32 in the column of 21 and 30.
Okay, thank you. That's right. 32 will come here. Good. Understood now. I told I may make a mistake. Okay. This is clear. So how many students have scored marks between 1 and 10?
6.
6, 5, 3, 8, 10, 11. How much? 7.
7.
Okay. Total number of students, how many? 32 students is given. Check once. Are they 32? 19, 26, 32. Total is 32. It means you're done correctly. This is clear. So for example, how we have done? For example, you have to make the entry of 24. 24, it means here 21 to 30. X. Here 31 to 40. X. Okay, now check. How much 24 we have to entry? Check here 21. Won't lie this interval, 1 to 10 in won't lie. Won't lie here. 24, it is between 21 to 30. We have entered here. Or we have to enter 20 now. Check once, not here. 10, 20, it is included here. So we have entered here. So these kind of intervals, these are called inclusive. That is, it is including lower limit as well as upper limit. It is including lower limit, see the equal sign, including lower limit as well as the upper limit. This is called as inclusive class intervals. We are including lower limit as well as upper limit. See the difference? 10, then 11 we are starting. But see here, what about any student who has scored 10.5 marks? Where that student will go? If any student has scored 10.5 marks, where the student will go? There will be trouble or not?
Second class.
No, it can be only value greater than 11. We are not rounding that off. Don't round it off. So first, only less than 10 or equal to 10 you can take. So there is a problem now. So what kind of these class intervals are there? These are inclusive class intervals, but see the break is there. From 10 to 11, any student scoring marks between 10 to 11, 10.1 or 10.9, we won't be able to enter them. So there is a break. Okay, there is a break. Next time we'll study those classes. Okay, we'll make them continuous. There is a break.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what you have written at the side?
This side.
Sir, sir, what
Okay.
is?
See here. X represents your data. X represents your data. So each class interval, what will be the data? How we are going to compare? See here. Any data you take. Any data, for example, 12. 12, where the 12 will enter? The data will satisfy these equations. Yes or no? What is the equation for this class? X must be greater than equal to 1 or less than equal to 10. This must be satisfied. Yes or no?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It must be greater than 1 and less than equal to 10. It must lie not or and. X must be greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 10. So that data will go here in this class. Similarly, data greater than equal to 11 and less than equal to 20, it will go here. Okay. So
Yes.
try those questions. First question, second question. You try. Third, you leave it for time being. Okay. Third, you leave it for time being. It will be exclusive class interval. We'll discuss next time. First and second question you try to do. We'll discuss them tomorrow in class. Okay. And go through the theory part. Go through the examples once at home. Okay. That is your homework. Group data you do. Types of frequency distribution inclusive. Okay. Once go through them. Okay. We end the class here. Anything you want to ask? So these days it will be important classes. So do attend them. By the way, you are having good attendance in mathematics, your class. Other subjects as well I have to see. Thank you all. Do attend all the classes. And any pending work is there, continue doing the present work, pending work, take it in bits. Little work you do each day. And everything will be fine. Thank you all.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
you.